So it's been a couple of days since the new Island 3 update came out inside the Forge Roblox, and after doing so much research and countless experiments, I've finally found some of the best methods to farm money inside the Forge Roblox in, of course, Island 3. You can make hundreds of thousands of dollars in hours, so make sure you guys watch this video all the way to the end because I'm going to be showing you guys a method for both early game players and, of course, end game players. As always, hit that like and subscribe button if you guys want to be part of the OG 500,000 subscribers. Let's get straight into this video. So anyways, the first thing you want to do before you even start doing any of these money methods is get yourself a luck potion. A luck potion is going to help you guys out so much when farming for literally anything in this game, and a lot of people tend to skip this part because they think luck potions only affect ore drops, but no, luck potions also affect the amount of essences you get, so make sure you actually use them. Anyways, let's move on to the first money making method. This is going to be the easiest money making method for you guys, and this you can do with the arcane pickaxe with literally no armor. So if you guys have armor from like Island 2 or something and you're struggling to get yourself a bunch of ores over in Island 3, this is going to be a money method for you guys. So this money method is actually going to be located right here inside of the spider cave because obviously you guys don't have good enough armor to go over to the peak. And the cool thing about this money method, you can do this both as a new game player and an end game player. So if you guys are an end game player with the prismatic pickaxe, you can still do this money method. If you guys are a mid game player with something like the frost pickaxe, you can do this method. If you guys have the arcane pickaxe, you can do this method. Anyone can do this method and it works really well. Obviously, if you do have a better pickaxe, you're gonna get more money out of it, but still, once again, anyone can do this method. And once again, you just want to come over to the spider cave and you just want to mine a bunch of these icy pebbles. Now, the reason we're mining these icy pebbles, keep an eye on what sort of ores I get out of these icy pebbles. As you guys can see, I'm getting a bunch of sulfur, a bunch of emeralds, a bunch of rhyolite and whatnot. And if you guys remember, these are ores you could only get from something like basalt veins over on Island 2. And if you have crafted armor using some of these ores like rubies, emeralds, etc., you know that these armor pieces sell for thousands and thousands of dollars. So I know you guys might still be a little bit skeptical about this, so I'm gonna set a timer for just 5 minutes and we're gonna see how much money I can make in the next 5 minutes. So let's go ahead and pop our luck potion and I'll see you guys in just 5 minutes of grinding all of these materials. Right, so it's been about 5 minutes, and as you guys can see, if we go ahead and take a look at my inventory right now, I always have max inventory. We almost got 500 materials in 5 minutes. That's absolutely insane. Not just that, but we also got a bunch of snowite and lightite, if you guys saw in that time lapse. So if you guys are trying to grind for these two, this is another very easy way of doing so. Obviously, if you do have the prismatic pickaxe, you're going to be able to do this really efficiently because the prismatic pickaxe literally one taps each and every one of these icy pebbles. But if you have the arcane pickaxe, this is still a decent way of making money. But again, I recommend you guys to actually save up and get the prismatic pickaxe. But then again, most of you are probably using this money method to get the prismatic pickaxe. I understand that. Once again, you can use whatever pickaxe you want. This works for everyone. But now, of course, you guys have a bunch of ores. What is the point of having a bunch of ores? Well, we're not just going to sell these ores off to Mr. Greedy K here. Instead, what we're going to do is obviously forge them into a bunch of armor. Now this is going to be the most time consuming aspect of this entire money method. As you guys can see, if we check out my inventory right now, I have 48 tungsten, so we're just going to convert all of this tungsten, god I can't speak, all of this tungsten into a heavy chestplate. That's it, you want to make a heavy chestplate because heavy chestplates sell for the most money. Obviously try and make sure that you do this mini game perfectly, and the rarer the rarity of the chestplate you get, for example if you get a wolf chestplate or a dark knight chestplate or something, it's gonna sell for more money. But I'm gonna quickly convert all of these ores into a bunch of chestplates and I'll see you guys in just a second. Okay, so finally done making all of these chest plates, and I think in total all of this just mining and crafting probably took me about 10 to 12 minutes, so not that long in total. But if we go ahead and sell all of these chest plates that I just made right now, we did kind of get unlucky and got a bunch of these really bad chest plates and leggings here too. But we did manage to get some Dark Knight armor and a wolf helmet too. But let's see how much this sells for. $30,000 in 5 minutes of work, guys. Let me just put that into perspective for you all. $30,000 in 5 minutes. This means I'm making $6,000 every single minute. This is by far one of the best methods of making money inside the Forge right now, especially if you are an endgame player with a prismatic pickaxe. Once again, obviously, if you have a lower tier pickaxe, you are gonna take a little bit more time to actually make all of this money, but as an endgame player, this is an absolute banger. Now, I will agree this method has its flaws. For example, it's extremely boring. So what if you want something a little bit more fun? What if you just want a completely different way of grinding? Well, don't worry, I still got you. The second method is actually pretty easy too. For this though, you will need at least early game armor inside of Island 3. So anything on Island 3, I mean any armor you can make in Island 3, go ahead and make it. As you guys can see, if you go ahead and check out my armor, I just have simple Snow White armor, and I have about 353 defense on this armor on my leggings alone. My chestplate has 564 defense, which is insane. So yeah, even the lowest tier of armor on Island 3 is some of the best armor in the game right now. If you guys want the recipe for my particular armor, it's going to be on your screen right now. Go ahead and forge it. It's really easy to do. But anyways, with this piece of armor, what you want to do is actually travel back over to Island 2. This is because, as you guys know, Island 2 enemies are way weaker than Island 3 enemies, and we're going to be taking full advantage of this. Once again, make sure you pop a luck potion, and let's go ahead and do another time lapse for another 5 minutes of me basically killing these enemies that are going to be inside of the volcanic area. Just like the old essence farming methods from Island 2, we're basically doing that all over again, but this time with insanely crazy armor. So once again, let's set a timer for 5 minutes, and I'm going to kill all of these enemies and see you guys in about 5 minutes. Oh wait, before we do that, actually, let me go ahead and show you how much essences I have. In fact, what I'm going to do is bring all of my essences back down to 100 so we just have a fair comparison. Okay, check this out, guys. I have 100 of each and every essence, so we're going to come back and compare and see how much essences I made. I'm going to sell off all of this in front of you all, and I'm going to set a timer for once again 5 minutes, and I'll see you guys in just 5 minutes. Right, so it has been about 5 minutes, and let's see how many essences we actually managed to collect up in this period. So obviously we didn't get any medium, any tiny essences, but we did get some epic essences, so we got 20 epic essences. Once again, keep in mind, this is in 5 minutes of grinding. We also got ourselves 40 superior essences, and finally 40 greater essences. So we're gonna go ahead and pop these in here, and selling these, we're gonna get about $7,000. And not just that, of course, we also got ourselves a bunch of runes, which we can sell off too, and of course some bonite. Ideally, you want to turn the bonite and slimite into some heavy chest plates and sell them off as those. And this method isn't as good as the previous method I showed you. You only make 7,000 compared to 30,000. But again, whatever you guys prefer, go ahead and follow it. By the way, this essence farming method can be done at multiple other locations over on Island 3. Once again, you need at least early game Island 3 armor, like the Snow White armor recipe I showed showed you before, and ideally you also want a decent weapon. Obviously, I don't think I need to mention that. And the first location where you can essence farm for really easy enemies is going to be right inside here. So this little part right here, you can farm for essences here quite easily, and a lot of enemies spawn here really often. And as you guys can see, killing these is not hard at all. You can kill them very easily, sometimes even one-shot them actually. The only issue is you only get small and tiny essences from these guys, which is kind of a waste. So instead, I recommend you guys to make your way over to the peak, which is going to be obviously right up there. And here you want to farm a bunch of these common orcs. These, once again, are really easy to kill, even with early armor, as you guys can see. And you can get superior essences from these guys. These are basically like the Island 2 enemies, but a little bit stronger, obviously. So yeah, this is another very good spot to actually farm. And once you guys get some better armor and a better weapon, I actually recommend farming right inside of this area right here. This is by far the best place to farm for essences. Obviously, you are going to need really good armor to even like stay there. So that is for endgame players. But again, the pebble method that I showed you guys is absolutely broken, and I can smell a nerf coming very soon. So I recommend you guys to abuse it before it's too late. As always, if you guys found this video helpful, a like and subscribe would be greatly appreciated. Join the OG 500,000 subscriber family. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.